Hey guys, I'm back with my video response to episode 231. Wow, I made it all the way to 231. That's awesome, guys. And yeah, good to hear the Pappy and PT combo there. It's really cool. So, anyways, Batman, hey? I remember watching the original Batman series in his gay, sky blue tights and tiny little bat ears and things like that. And I was just thinking to myself, what is this? What is this? Like, there's not really a superhero going around in tights with Boy Wonder every time he tells Boy Wonder to, what's his name? Not Boy Wonder, or whatever, Robin. No, you climb up the ropes in front of me so I can look straight into your anus. You do that for me. Yeah, I ain't gay, but just humor me. So, anyways, that's, yeah, interesting, the old Batman. But then when the first one came out with the movie with Michael Keaton in it, I thought that was really cool. But like you said, Pappy, when you watch these kind of movies nowadays, oh, they suck, don't they? They're terrible. It's like, when I was a kid, I was a big fan of Transformers. I loved it. I loved Transformers, and I saw the Transformers the movie, the cartoon, a few years back, probably about 2 years ago. I was thinking, this sucks. And it wasn't that I didn't like the stories or the action and that sort of thing. It's just like the actual cartoons and the quality, like they sucked. Really, really bad. I guess the story wasn't that good. It's like watching He-Man again. But, anyways, yeah, so, I don't mind the chatter about comic books and things like that in the podcast. I think it's great, because this is a guitar podcast, but it's about, people's just, average Joe's opinion on guitars and what they talk about, and it's good to get to know the hosts, because sometimes when you listen to some radio shows and you've got this image of this person in your mind, and they could say one thing wrong here and there, and then you get that image stuck in your mind, and this is why this person's a tool. But with you guys, you get to know who you are. I think that's a real positive to have in the episodes. So anyway, what have we got coming up here? Just got a few notes. I'll make this one real quick, guys. Blissstock host, the Blissstock host 10. So yeah, speaking of the original Batman, Pappy, if you want to take the host back to your tent for a couple of hours, I won't judge. It's personal preferences are none of my business, but that did sound sounded quite funny on that episode. But I wish I could be there at Blissstock. Unfortunately, I can't. Hopefully I'll make it there another year, because a little bit of a hike from Australia, just a little bit. So, anyway, I'm going to get straight to this. The double barrel shotgun guitar. I'm looking at a picture of this thing right now. And that's some interesting work that they've put into it, especially how the barrels go through the neck, and then you load it through the cavity, back cavity, which would normally be like the tremolo string, I guess. Tremolo springs, I should say, cavity, oversized cavity. That is really, really interesting. But yeah, he's got to keep off the drink. Why else would you have guns like that? I worked with a guy. I used to work for a public transport company, a bus company, and one of the bus drivers needed me to sign all these forms for him and write out something like a letter of character and all this sort of crap. And I asked him, so what do you need this for? What have you done? He likes guns. Same reason, keep off the drink. He doesn't drink anymore or anything like that, but likes guns. He used to be in the army a long time ago, and I think he's a little bit damaged, because I think he was actually in a war, poor guy. But anyway, yeah, he was saying, he needs it to keep off the drink. Keep off, keeps him sane. He has over 100 guns. 100 guns. Now, let me tell you something. In Australia, guns are illegal. End of story, they're illegal. You can have some rifles and that sort of thing if you need them, if you live in a rural area. However, they can only load one bullet at a time, I believe. And yeah, you can't have handguns or anything like that. But he's got all these so-called historic guns. Now, why you need 100, I don't know. But yeah, keeps him sane. So apparently this isn't as uncommon. There are 2 of them in the world. So, but that was an interesting story. What have I got next on my list? The Nashville Floods guitars. I think they're kind of cool looking swirl paint jobs on those guitars. I do like the green one as well. I think that's really nice. But just like you were saying, Pappy, I had no idea that they would auction off flood water inside a guitar. You may as well just get someone to take a crap, take a dump in that guitar. There you go. Poo guitar. You don't like it? I'm going to auction this off for thousands of dollars. Here's a handful of shit. There you go. Yeah, enjoy. Like, what on earth? That's just, oh, listening to you tell that story was making me cringe. But you know, I know the intentions and all that are all right. It's just disgusting. Ugh. Hey, but once again, I don't want to judge if that's people's things. If they like rolling around in poo, that's fine with me. Just don't get any poo on me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That guitar burglary story, I'm glad you guys brought up Guitar News Daily. I was missing it a little bit. The burglary story about the lady who guitar and amp got stolen, and it was actually the guy that lived not too far away from her. Here's an interesting story. Nothing to do with guitar, but a lot to do with burglary. A friend of mine lives in an area, and you don't see a lot of sort of flash cars or things like that around that area. He went out and bought a nice car. He's still living with his parents at the time, so he's got money to burn. And his house got broken into a few days later. The guy just stole things you could put in like a backpack, things like that. They got a few nice things in their house, and they caught him. They caught the guy. It turned out to be someone that lived a couple doors down. Which is quite sad, really. You live a couple doors down. What the hell's wrong with people? But anyway, no. So I sympathise with this lady. But yeah, interesting crime stories there. But I do like the guitar crime stories. But I like it with the happy ending. Got to get your guitars back. If someone stole my guitars, I don't know what I'd do. And they're not worth anything either. They're cheap Ibanez models. Anyways, dudes, I'm going to cut this a little bit short, but I'm going to talk about the teardown. If anyone out there is watching my videos, the whole two of you out there that watch it, if you don't have the iPhone app or the Android app or whatever, go and get it, because some of the stuff on the teardown is really, really funny. And this time, that story that Pappy told about him being drunk in Alaska, that was awesome, man. That sounded like a really good night, and it didn't really cost you much at all. So, anyway, guys, that's it for me this week. Can't wait for the next episode, and I believe in the next episode they're going to announce who will be the winner of the Morley Mini Wire review. So best of luck to everyone that entered, and I'll catch you guys later.